Cool. Alright, boys. Today, we're going to be reviewing the Glock in Killing Floor 2. Now, it does have a full auto. It's got it's a Glock 18. The Glock 18s, for those who don't know, the Glock 19 is just your standard semi-automatic regular Glock, but your Glock 19 or Glock 18 has an auto sear, and so what that allows it to do is to be pretty much in full auto. Now in this game the gun does come suppressed, and so there's not a lot of suppressed weapons in this game, especially there's a lack of suppressed pistols. It's really the class that uses pistols usually can use them dual wielded, but you can totally run dual wield suppressed Glocks, and it's actually not that bad of a combination actually. I'm gonna go ahead and say this: the gun itself is a DLC gun. It is $10. A couple of skins. I got the Glock Bumblebee, the Glock Gore. You have the Peppermint Drop, kind of neat. I'm actually eating wintergreen peppermint lifesavers. Actually, I'm addicted to them. Yeah, just the Glock standard.
Shooting them. Yeah. Oh.
They're not that overpriced actually. They're only $7.50 a piece. And people will say only $7.50. Well, keep in mind they hold 33 rounds. Now for reference, when you're running an assault or a SWAT, you're going to be looking at a lot more ammo availability. 33 rounds, pretty much nothing in that regard. But the single Glock, it's a Glock 18C auto sear. And it's got that integral suppressor extension. It doesn't do a lot of damage, it has no penetration, it's got great range and amazing fire rate. However, you'll also notice it's got 495 rounds. It's a lot of munition for one gun. Now, granted, if the dual wield had 750, then maybe the dual wield would be better, but it only increases the dual wield Glocks come out to be obviously 66 rounds at the 500. So you actually have more ammunition if you actually did not spend your money Or you'd actually have more ammunition if you just kept it your single block. Now upgraded, I have no idea how overpowered it is. I have no idea how effective a topped out gunslinger for dual wielding is.
No one stop flying, okay?
Don't worry. The next one will be harder. The resupply pod is open. Spin your dust and shut up.
Alright, so coming on strong.
Wounds are probably infected, but you're not going to be around long enough to
At round 2 on Hell on Earth, or whatever difficulty I'm playing,
buy armor.
selling your pistols
When the settings you deliver.
will get you a Glock and some ammo. This makes the game really easy. Now, topped out, you're gonna have granted 25 recoil resistance, and you're gonna also have 25 more damage. And with that said, you're also going to do up to 30% more headshot damage, because I always get Skullcracker. So if you combine Skullcracker with Rack 'em Up, you're going to be doing some serious DPS consistently. In fact, I'd say you're doing redonkulous numbers of DPS. My only qualms with this are the lack of penetration. Even if it only had like 2 penetration, this would make it a boss killer. My only issue with it is it doesn't have any penetration. I would tend to argue, as far as DPS, damage per second goes, this is probably the highest damage per second gun in the entire SWAT, or not SWAT, the entire Gunslinger catalog here, because granted 33 rounds with full auto, you just cannot compete with the damage potential that this creates. And if you did want to just use it like a traditional sleeper, your traditional pistol, you could just switch over to semi-auto, which is definitely a nice feature that they included here with this weapon. Now, I can't speak for the Glock with shield, because it's a totally different weapon entirely. I have no idea how that weapon really performs. I definitely can tell you I wish the SWAT had this, because I guarantee you it would be much better in the hands of the SWAT. Mainly because SWAT just has an insane ammo capacity. And I feel like this is so close to a submachine gun. Because it's basically a submachine gun. It's a machine gun with a pistol caliber, and this is a pistol. Now, granted, yeah, no, the SWAT does not get it at all. I think that this gun in the hand of the SWAT would have been just too overpowered. But, yeah. The SWAT does get the Glock, though, in full auto, just with the shield. And I don't know how really effective that is. So I can't really speak on that. But what I can speak for is the insane damage potential. The insane damage potential that the Glock has in the hands of the sharpshooter.
You're going down. Walking shot. No more. Got you, monster. Help me, I can't see. Take that, monster. I can't see. You're going down.
this is gonna be the only DLC weapon you purchase or acquire, I really won't make fun of you. It's a solid weapon. Definitely a 10 out of 10 in my books. I'm not just saying that to get you to buy it either. The real problem I have with it, again, the real problem that I have with this gun is just the amount of ammo it has when dual wielded. I think it should be 600 instead of 500. That's of course just me. I feel like with dual wielded you're getting double capacity, so you're going to be running out of ammo twice as fast. And only going to give me a little bit of extra ammo, like an extra 2 mags worth. I don't think really justifies the price point in which they reside. I kind of wish that you could get 2 upgrades instead of just 1 upgrade. I feel like for how much these guns weigh, only 4 pounds, making them 6 pounds, would give you 9 more pounds worth of weight to work with, which is totally viable. And considering that they'd be doing even more damage at that point, would also increase your total DPS astronomically. I think a single damage upgrade increases it by like 6 or something like that. If he did not just smoke me right there, I really did. Hey, I've heard of this game before. Yeah, it's really good. I'll look at the survivalist real quick. Increases the reload speed of commando, gunslinger, and SWAT weapons. But it doesn't say how much. Tactical reload does. I don't think that the survivalist would be a viable choice in the matter, but I will say that thus far, SWAT, granted with, we're going to play on hard instead of suicidal. Because suicidal is a great difficulty and all that, but I'm not trying to experience that. I'm trying to experience the gun itself. The whole reason I just spent like $10 on a gun. It's gonna be really weird playing the SWAT using a gunslinger weapon.
Oh, very good one.
Yeah, Pug Empire. If you like Doom Eternal, Doom 2016,
Love my guns.
this game is like that, except you're not as bad. Except imagine Doom without Doom Guy, and less badass demons for some zombies or some Zeds.
Got you, monster. Time to play.
So yeah, it is kind of like Doom, but not in those regards.
Yeah, make it through that wave. Not even a scratch. Oh, I'm not impressed. Merely recalibrating.
I know, we'll
Sometimes
see
I
what
wish
the
it was a
G36C looks like. I hope I can use the G36C with the commando perk. That's all my real hopes and dreams are with that.
Walking, shambling money incoming. My boots, your face. Got you, monster. Bam! Down you go. We've got customers.
Just handed a pod. You got lucky. You didn't get hurt.
Like I said, I'd give the Glock a 9 out of 10. If you were able to upgrade it twice and it had a little bit more ammo and dual wielded, it would have easily been 10 out of 10. Apart from that, I mean, it's a full auto weapon with a high capacity mag for gunslinger.
Dark out here.
But, you know, I'm honestly just gonna purchase the weapon as the blunderbuss. Looks like a lot of fun. But ultimately we're gonna have to decline. Go over here and pick out the Glock.
T-minus 10 seconds until your death. Protect the area if you can.
If this gun is a SWAT weapon, it'd be too overpowered. Because I don't know, what's 90%, 93% of 60 something? It would be like 20 something. Be a 50 round mag, yo. 50 fucking rounds. 50 fucking rounds with a lot of sweetness coming out of yours truly. Yeah. I know. I think I'd have been really cool if they integrated a fucking laser sight on it as well. Like an integral laser sight on the tip of the suppressor. Or right underneath that tactical rail. I mean, most of the Glocks you see out there, the biggest modification you'll see is like a flashlight or a laser sight on a Glock. And I just feel like an automatic, the last thing you really need is gonna be a laser sight, just because of how I don't know, fucking useless it would be in that sense. 'Cause you're not gonna be able to hold that thing steady when you're going full auto. You mag dump 33 rounds from a pistol. And it's only 9x19 Parabellum, but still, I mean, like, that's just insane. But also, well, if this was a commando weapon as well, I'd get 50% recoil reduction, which would make it more controllable in that sense.
I don't know why I gave you money. Spend it, or whatever.
It's dark in here. Careful.
Keep using the pod.
We bought the MP5s and we bought the Glock full auto. This is a pretty slick little combination. Glocks are nice little handguns in real life too. If you guys ever find yourselves in a position where you guys just want something something reliable and long lasting, as far as handguns go, man, they'll last up to like 600. 1,000 rounds, you know, before you come across a lot of malfunctions. I'd say it probably takes around maybe 700 shots to sort of break it in. You might have like a hiccup or two.
My boots, your face. Bam! Down you go.
Not terrible, but that's just the warm-up.
Lovely. Oh! Encore! Siren! Good, no?
Spend it all. Money does you no good in the grave. You lived. I'm not impressed. I'm disgusted.
I mean, this thing only costs 4 weight. So if I were to get something like a P90 Chris Vector, vice versa, that'd be my whole arsenal. I have so much ammo. It holds up to 400 rounds. This thing I think holds up to 600. You're like, well, you could get a cheaper SMG that holds slightly more. It's like, dude, but like, no, because it will weigh more.
Sure. Don't buy armor. See if I care when it's at your liver.
I was wrong. The thing only holds up to 490. This thing holds up to 495. So actually, this can hold 4 more rounds in total.
Wave 5. What have you done? You murderers! You vile creatures!
Now the nice thing about the Patriarch
Cancel your subscription.
is a big ass target. So what you want to do, unleash a little scenario like this. Go for those quick little headshots right there. And you go on.
My children, Daddy has somebody.
Lovely. Mount! You're going down! Take that one down!
When you're dead, you're making Daddy. You wouldn't like Daddy anyway.
Encore!
Stay right there. I'll make this.
Careful! We've got the stalker breaking our arm.
Group together in a single target. Or split up so one battle one.
Oh! Beat, beat, beat! Can't see Suzette.
We're about halfway there.
Encore!
Stop that. Just one of my many upgrades.
Lovely.
This can't happen. My children,
Watch
show
your
me how much you love me.
My boots, your face.
I'm surprised you made it far. The way you fight.
Yeah! Got you, monster! Oh! Where did you go?
Toward better warriors than you into little pieces. You're making
Good, no? Yo!
your blood tastes delicious.
Lovely. I can hardly see a thing.
Move it, idiot. Get some gear, ammo, all those things that help you not die. They're right behind you. Well, almost. Wave 6.
There's a cloaked Zed here somewhere. Ah! There's another one! I like shooting them. Yeah! You're going down. Ah! Careful! Siren! Feet, feet, feet! Oh, my dear ears! Oh!
Going to pod. Buy things. Not that it will matter. You'll still die. You're not dead. Good enough.
Is it winter already? It's cold out here.
Oh, it's just mag dump. It's got a solid fire rate. It shoots fast enough to do high DPS, but it shoots slow enough to where there's not recoil all over the place, to the point where it's unusable. Because here's the problem I have with Glocks that are full auto. Developers either give the Glock way too much fire rate with way too much recoil and way too less accuracy, to where you're spraying a lot to the point where it's practically unusable unless the enemy is like 6 feet in front of you. But this Glock really feels good, and the suppressor makes it sound nice, quiet, has a unique sound to it. It's really cool. Like I said, I'd give this thing like an 8 out of 10, 8.5, 9 out of 10. If you guys want to check it out, I'd recommend it.